Hello everybody, my name is Invicta. Welcome back to Megabonk here on the channel. Today we're going to be playing as a Fox character, as I talked about in the patch notes video. This is the first time I'm actually playing on the new patch, so I have not experienced any of the new particle effects stuff yet, but I just wanted to show you the new settings really quickly. You can go check out the effects tab over here. It usually starts on the game tab. Go to the effects tab, and then you can see all the stuff that you can turn on and off: damage, flash, low HP effects, blah, blah, blah. But for right now, I'm going to just leave the particle auto opacity on. This is something that the developer said should be okay for most players, so we'll see. We'll see. And again, I do want to play Fox because Fox is a character that I do like, and especially now that the RNG blessing has been up to 2% luck per level, that is just crazy. So hopefully it results in a good run. I have actually beaten the final boss here. I've cleared it on Fox, as you see right here. So I am going to be playing on Forest, and we'll see. We'll see just how the new experience goes for here. Now I do have a particular build in mind already that I'm going to run here as far as the tomes are concerned. Yeah, these are not all that great. And yeah, we're just going to see how it goes. So Fox has 2% now. It's a 2% gain to luck every single level. So we're encouraged to get as much XP as possible. That doesn't really change there. But now with a doubled, it essentially doubled the amount of luck that he has. It absolutely means that you do not need the luck tome anymore. So we're not going to be taking the luck tome at all. Oh, look at that. There's the new charge shrine effect as well. So we'll definitely take we'll definitely check this over here. Let's see. Looks like we found the boss portal as well. Crit damage, max HP, and gold gain. Gonna go gold gain here. Fox's basic attack, if you don't know, by the way, is the fire staff. It's pretty good. I'm gonna go sniper rifle here just for something different. Sniper rifle isn't really one of those items that you see me play with a whole lot, but I do think that it has its place on most characters. I think it's kind of undervalued in certain spots. Obviously, now with Bush's new passive. I guess not new passive, but an upgraded bullseye and an upgraded crit damage passive. Now he's definitely a character that I do want to try to mess with here soon. So I'm gonna go the power up chance, as that does increase the amount of chance that you get to have power ups, obviously, but also chests, in case you did not know. Now, what is nice about having the gotta go XP tome. What is nice about having the sniper rifle is that it also, just by equipping it, you also now have the ability to manually aim. And this can be very, very, very vital, especially when you're trying to snipe skeletons or stuff like that. Gonna go movement speed or size. Gonna go size here, actually. I think that size is one of the most important stats in the game now. And of course, right now the leaderboards are completely inundated with Noelle running the shots. So I knew that her passive was going to be crazy. Not the size passive. I mean, that's nice. But the bigger thing is, of course, the fact that her damage now scales with every single time she frees an enemy. That's madness. Gonna go jump height here. Jump height's pretty important. I don't know how we got hit there. We got about a... Oh, wow. Okay. Big upgrade for the sniper rifle here. We'll see. We'll just see. We'll see how the game runs here with some size. I'm not going to go for the size tome necessarily. I may or may not. I definitely want to get the I want to get the quantity tome as well as the attack speed tome. So gonna go luck here, obviously, because I mean more luck is good. We are playing Fox, so luck is luck, but we're getting, y'all need to chill out. Gonna go chaos tome here. Damage to elites 21%. We have no lifesteal at all currently, and I feel like they boosted the spawn rate or something. I mean, our difficulty is 0, so these packs feel real strong right now. Of course, getting early quantity is very important, and that's kind of that's kind of a little bit of the product of us having a yeah, I'm gonna go fire staff here. That's the product of us having the sniper rifle. It just fires so slow that sometimes I've yet to, let's put it this way, I've yet to have a very good run with the sniper rifle, and I really want to try to make it work. Gonna go attack speed here, obviously. Go for a boom. Try to give ourselves a little bit of a reset here. Golden tome, damage tome, projectile speed tome, all bad. I'm just going to use our I'm going to use a skip on this one. Not necessarily ideal, but I don't want to use a reroll right now. And it feels too early to take a banish, especially on a tome when we can just simply get just better choices. So RNG not in the favor right now. Now we have to use a skip or a refresh. Gonna use a refresh here. Begrudgingly, no, we'll get a base damage upgrade. We can go Chaos Tome early, but I do think that I like the idea of waiting until we actually have a shield, until we actually have a rare or better. Okay, so Cursed Doll actually got a huge buff now because it does apply to more than one enemy. So I'm going to try Cursed Doll here, even though Poison is still better in my opinion. But it's a big buff to Cursed Doll. So you see that Stone Golem has been cursed right now. Down he goes. Yep. There's a, oh my gosh, well, guess that makes it easy for us. We'll have to take Giant Fork here, as we can now get Mega Crits. Go ahead and get some of that XP goodness here. Wow, another huge damage here with Fire Staff. Yeah, I mean, as much as I would love to take Flame Walker to test the new graphical fidelity, I'm not going to ignore that. That's just too much. So we do get the Proj count upgrade here. Gonna go XP Tome. The difficulty. We need to get some strong difficulty. And again, I'm not really going for any leaderboards right now. It'd be nice, of course, but I'm not going to go crazy over trying to make it happen. Gonna go size here, obviously. If we get a good run out of it, then hey, I'm all for it. So gonna go Aegis here. Aegis is still one of the best items in the game. Even though it feels a little bit worthless sometimes because it's a weapon that doesn't really do weapony things. It's still pretty vital for you to not get just insta-murked out of something. So we could go bow here. I do like the bow, but I don't think that this is it for us. So I am going to use a refresh, and we're going to have to use another refresh here. We get a epic Chaos Tome. Crit chance 19.2%. Wow, we got super pushed there. Movement speed being a huge problem with that. Go back over here and grab this chest. Lux now already it's sitting at 46%. And there's the Dexecutioner. Gonna go Dexecutioner here. It gives us a much faster attack whenever enemies get close range, so I'm totally fine with taking this right now. And there's our attack speed tome. So okay, so we have our build. We got attack speed, Proj, Chaos, and XP. So now the goal here is to supplement the stats that we normally would be having tomes for, which of course is the Curse Tome and the Luck Tome. But again, the way that Fox's passive work now is you really shouldn't take the Luck Tome. Slurp Gloves, the newly buffed Scarf, and then Curse Grabbies. Curse Grabbies is still good. We'll just see how everything shakes out here. We definitely could use some HP too. Beacon's good because we get +2 shrines, but obviously Slurp Gloves gives us a heal. So we're going to take that attack speed tome here. You go for some scaling. Only level 16 right now as we get ready for the next swarm here momentarily in about a minute and a half. And then 45 seconds. Extra jumps definitely needed here for any characters, especially for Fox, as he is very, very fragile. But I do like Fox. I mean, not having to worry about a luck tome is huge, and I already thought that he was one of the more broken characters in the game. And now with the extra luck that he gets, it's just even more broken. I'm gonna take XP Tome there. Look at this, we get ourselves an uncommon Microwave. So if we get a blue item that's worth trying to duplicate, we can. We're probably okay to take Challenge of the Mountain, to be honest. And no, I will never not call that a Challenge of the Mountain, just because that's what I'm used to from Risk of Rain, obviously. These are all pretty bad. I guess more elites equals more possible rewards, at least more XP anyway. And as you see here, we still have tons and tons and tons of charge shrines to get. Lots of charge shrines here. 5 of them total. Yeah, XP gain for sure. And I have, by the way, I have disabled the Silver Tome. As I said in the patch notes video, I don't really see any point of it even just being in here. I'm gonna go pickup range. by in here I mean in the game. Like it should just not exist. You really rarely ever try to just flat out farm silver, unless if Venedad ends up going for a like a meta progression thing, which I was talking about again in the patch notes video. For those of you who aren't watching the patch notes roundup, you really should. I'm gonna go luck here, obviously, because I do try to give my insight and analysis on a lot of things here. Gonna go lifesteal. Lifesteal is just gonna be good. And one of the things that I was talking about in that patch notes video was giving us more reasons to have silver, kind of like a prestige system, where if you have all the unlocks and stuff, silver is totally useless. So with sort of a prestige system, then you can start adding permanent stats, like you can increase the amount of luck you start with, or you can increase the amount of damage that you start with, or your passive magnitude, or something, something like that. I would love to see something like that exist for this game. This is bad. And that would be cool. Although I do think if some kind of system like that were to exist, then there definitely would have to be separate leaderboards, obviously. Thank goodness for the Aegis there. It saved us a lot of headache, and we definitely need this magnet here. Gonna take the attack speed tome. Chaos tome. No, base damage upgrade for sniper rifle. Base damage upgrade for fire staff is good. Base damage upgrade or projectile count here for sniper rifle is fine. This is kind of a push. I'm gonna go quantity tome here. Base damage upgrade for executioner is great. I mean attack speed's fine here. We get an epic roll here on the chaos tome. When Aegis knockback 33%. Okay. All right, go XP tome here. Remember, the higher the level, the more our luck goes. We're now sitting at already 89% luck. Projectile speed, evasion, duration. This doesn't really matter. I guess projectile speed. Here comes the next boss. Can we chunk him? Chunk him's not long for this world here. So I've taken the manual control over real quick just to nuke down chunk him. No big deal. It goes down like a chump. And we get backpack, which is +1 proj, by the way. Another epic one. Knockback. Thank you, game. Thank you, Chaos Tome. Wow. These Moai statues have given us 2 legendaries so far. That's pretty amazing. Gonna go XP tome there. And multi-cheese, let's go. Attack speed here. Still don't have an extra jump. So since we don't have the luck tome, what the burning question will be, when do we start opening chests? Well, I'd like to wait until the last possible instance that we can do so. Because again, our luck our luck is going to be even higher if we wait for a little bit more, and B, I'd love to get a few of the keys so we can maybe save ourselves a couple of the chest costs. I want to get up to the shady guy here. I still feel like I missed a couple of the charge shrines, but take medkit here. Usually it's an instant banish, but if we end up having finding a microwave and get a key, or hell, we can even go for the moldy cheese, or cursed doll is also not a bad idea either. Gonna go movement speed here, turbo socks. I think spiky shield is still pretty bad until we get just a flat out buff to thorns, or if thorns have like an AoE property about them, it's just not going to work. It's not gonna be viable. And we're actually pretty underleveled right now in this run. I took XP tome there, by the way. Let's see if we can take out Little Bark here. Oh, that knockback is something else, huh? Like 50-something percent knockbacks, 55%, something like that. Yeah, we're just straight up pushing him back. Especially when Executioner gets involved, and yeah, Little Bark is just going to Be a little dead here. Down he goes, so fortunately the chest dropped below here. Base damage upgrade for Dexecutioner is great. Like a wrench for sure. And stage 1, no problem at all here. And our luck's currently already at 105%, so I'm still going to wait. I know that we've got a lot of chests here on this floor, and obviously it's not... Some people may think it's less than ideal, but I would still rather wait to see if we can maybe, I went to Executioner there, by the way. If we can maybe get a credit card, I'm holding out hope. And we are kind of doing a little bit of necessary farming right now anyway. Just to get a little bit more XP. Again, not really going for kills necessarily, just trying to get XP to catch up in levels. We're leaving at 41-ish or so. Good runs, you usually want to try to get around level 50 after stage 1, if you could. But obviously, it's not going to happen every time. All right, now's the time we got to scale. Scale. Slurp Gloves, Spiky Shield, or Scarf. I mean, this feels like a waste of money here. I'm just gonna go Slurp Gloves. We're not really airborne as Fox. I guess technically I didn't have to buy anything there, so I'm gonna go for XP Tome, obviously. So now's the time when we need to start getting those premier items. Credit cards, legendaries if we can, luck upgrades, difficulty upgrades, that sort of thing. Get size, projectile count, and lifesteal. Gonna go size. But this is going to be the time when we start opening up chests. So, and look at this, we did get a microwave. So if we find a key, oh my gosh. Wow, we can get two lives now. Power Gloves isn't bad, but I mean, it's a free Zawrudo, so Zawrudo. Something JoJo reference. See if we can get a key here. The Power Gloves are very good. That knockback is pretty nice when it matters. Okay, we get Skuleg. Gonna increase the difficulty for us, which is definitely something we need to do. It's only 42 right now. Duck Shrine, and then on the boss shrine here. Ooh, boy. We have Kevin. Let's wait. Let's wait on taking that, because if we end up finding Coward's Cloak or we end up finding Holy Book, then Kevin is a must-have. Too many runs that I've had have been dunked by Kevin because I thought that I was going to get an item that could synergize with him, and then we don't. So I'm going to wait on that. We're not in a hurry to take him right now. Crit chance, max HP. I'm going to go, honestly, I'm going to go for a little bit more max HP. I feel a little bit exposed right now. Go 7.5% luck. And I cannot tell you how much we need extra jump height and extra jumps for sure. We smoked that golden skeleton, so our damage is definitely on point here. First boss is gonna be up in a second here. Base damage upgrade for sniper rifle is great. And don't be afraid to take uncommon damage upgrades too. If it increases your base damage, then it's not a bad upgrade. Getting more damage is never a bad thing. See, our damage is not quite where I'd like it to be here with especially with Executioner. It seems like we're kind of floundering a little bit there. Fireball also needs a little bit of help. Getting lots of help from from 1 stack of moldy cheese, and that may be where we go for the next. If we don't get a key pretty much in our first chest or two, then we're gonna have to start duplicating moldy cheese, I think. So you can always use a boss wave. You can always use the boss wave as sort of your litmus test to see where your DPS is at. If you can't kill the first boss before the first swarm, you know that you're going to be behind. So we were slightly ahead of schedule there, which definitely tracks. And we just get another hourglass here. So I guess now we just have 3 lives. If we get a legendary, this is so bad. If we get a legendary microwave, this is going to be huge for us. Extra jump. We absolutely have to have this. There's a bomb right here. Oh my gosh, they skated us past it. I don't know if that's the same microwave or not. I literally was landing on top of that bomb, and then the gobos got underneath me, and then now we just slide right past it. So this is not good. Cannot jump up there. Maybe we can get on top of this rock and head over. Now that the swarm is pretty much almost done. Chaos Tome, XP Tome. Aegis, I guess, for a throwaway XP Tome. And 9% evasion. Wow, this is all bad. I guess crit chance for the Executioner. Okay, we got a luck upgrade there. We're gonna have to start opening chests here. Our luck is currently 140, which is pretty dang good. We have a rage buff over here too, so let's keep it going. At least we got 1 extra jump. It's not great, but hey, it's better than having 0 extra jumps. Extra jumps equals safety. Just think of that. Oh my gosh, this is just so bad. I guess power up multiplier. Really, really, really rough shrine rewards in this run. I guess max HP. You don't want Fox to be too fragile. %25 flat damage upgrade there. Well, you know what I mean. 25% damage upgrade, but that is massive. Absolutely something we needed for damage scaling. We got more luck. Even though Fox is the luck character, you still want to have more. I think we got to go Power Gloves. These Moai heads have been insanely good. I have to attribute that mostly to our luck just being so good as well. Gotta go jump height here. Jump height's very, very important. We get an epic upgrade there for the we get pickup range, 67.2%. That's actually a lot of pickup range. Just gonna nuke him, clear the riffraff. Sure wish these luck upgrades would help out our chests. Costs are already sitting at 159 now. Sure. And yes, Banelings are still the worst enemy in the game. There's Coward's Cloak, so if we can get some more lifesteal here, Kevin is definitely on the table. Yeah. Extra jumps. You see how much more mobility we have here. Next swarm is coming up in 6 seconds. So we can go get Kevin. I don't know if that's safe or not, though, because our lifesteal was not great. It's only 6%. Huge pickup range upgrade there. Charge shrine over here? Oh, there is. Greens, greens everywhere from our chests. What a surprise. Oh, look, more greens. They're going to go attack speed here. Attack speed helps out our damage more so than projectiles. And we're just going to kind of camp this rage buff right now, or just get blown to hell. That's fine, too. You don't get to do what you want to, game. You get to do what I tell you to. That's just how it is. You don't like it? Go talk to Isaac. XP here. Our next bosses here are gonna hit the rage buff and go to town here. We got win proj count there. And I think our weak spot right now is definitely Dexecutioner and Fireball in terms of damage. And I think now, there's a damage upgrade for Fireball, right on cue. I think now we have to pretty much get rid of the idea of ever getting credit cards or getting keys and just have to microwave cheese here. Or Cursed Doll. We could go Cursed Doll. We definitely could use some poison. Base damage upgrade for Dexecutioner is good. And I think we might have to just go summon the boss now. Sweet Bracelet's not what we want. Okay, there's our microwave. I'm gonna go for poison. I'm gonna combine it here. We lost a Cursed Doll. I do still think poison is better than curse for now, but my opinion could change on that matter. We just got one back there, so thank you, game. The rage buff that should spell doom for Stone Golem and everything around here. These are all bad, man. I guess Executioner for size and projectile. I didn't see what we lost there. Order is always an automatic vanish. Okay, we lost Turbo Socks. It's fine. Okay, we gotta book it now to the boss. Oh boy, we need to make a decision right now if we're going to take Kevin or not. I don't think our lifesteal is high enough to take him. But we also would have maximum movement speed pretty much at all times. Legendary Epic or Legendary Chaos Tome is huge there. These are all real bad. Projectile, damage upgrade, attack speed. Attack speed. Maybe should have gone damage upgrade there for the sniper rifle. I don't know if I trust this build right now to have Kevin with such little healing. Big damage upgrade there for sniper rifle. I didn't see what the legendary drop was for Chaos Tome either. It's just in these instances where we don't have a lot of lifesteal. I don't think that we can take Kevin. I really don't. Just gonna go global proj count here. Just play it safe. May not be the sexiest play, but I think it's the safest play here. Got to get Chad Bark down ASAP. We're gonna get him down, but it's gonna be rough getting to the portal here. Don't know if we can even get this chest here. Gonna go Chaos Tome, get Thorns. funny game. And I think we just gotta go. Damage upgrade for sniper rifle for sure. So definitely not the best run in the world, but at least we get to see where our luck goes to. I mean, 202 is pretty good, but as you can tell from this run, even having 202 luck towards the end game is not enough to make sure, not enough to guarantee. I mean, nothing's enough to guarantee legendaries, but yeah, we're still getting greens. Not even a sniff of a legendary from these chests. We'll shrine here. Gonna go difficulty and gonna go, I guess, luck. Really hoping we're gonna get some kind of lifesteal upgrade, but it's not in the cards. Leg difficulty sitting at 88% now. Not very high, but it's probably a good thing it's not very high on this run. Not every run has to be a leaderboard buster. And that's something that you, especially newer to, they crit here. Especially newer players need to just remember that. It's not that big of a deal if you're not going to place on the leaderboard or beat your friends on one run. It's just one run. Sometimes the RNG just doesn't line up that way. That's a big difficulty spike too. We're going to take that, puts us over 100. Base damage upgrade for Fire Staff is pretty much needed here. Hey, look at that. Got an uncommon. Power up drop chance, again, that affects chests. Now, because it's just one credit card, but I mean, every chest that we get is going to increase our damage by 2.5%, so big 20% increase there for our damage, which is good. A lot of crit, too. Let's go crit. Here comes Chunkum again. Wow. We have a lot of pickup range here. And yeah, just like that, we're out of gold. Wow, we actually hit that skeleton. Got a duration upgrade, which does not help us at all, but... what was I stuck on there? There's something sticking into the ground, and that actually prevented me from moving. Little, like, graveyard, like, tombstone or something. What the hell is that? Oh, it's just a rock. It's just a tiny little pebble of a rock. Okay. Got the shield here. Chunkum's just pushing us. We're going to push back. Down goes Chunkum. More difficulty now, so that puts us at 119. Damage to elites is fine. There's another Moai head down there, but it's right in the corner, and I don't know if I want to go do that right now. I have to double back. If we get a nuke, then we might be able to cross over. For now, we need to keep moving. It's a credit card, but again, I think it's a little too late. We might just have to go curse grabbies. Which, thank you, Venadad, for making me say grabbies. Now, gonna go lifesteal. Maybe if we get a second chance to get Kevin, that would be fine. Fire Staff base damage upgrade's huge. So we're holding off the swarm pretty well. Aegis there just for a burner. There's a rage buff. Okay, so yeah, we've got the swarm under control. Let me go back to that Moai head here. These are all kind of bad. Just gonna go proj. Saw that skeleton. Wow, another giant fork. I mean, at this point, you know, we've only got 4.5 minutes left, less than 4.5 minutes left in the final level. So it's too late. It's just simply too late for the key. Now, obviously, we could have taken the key a lot earlier, but it was paired up against Mega Fork. So yeah, not gonna take the key for that. Although in hindsight, maybe we should have, because we've got freaking 3 of the bleedy things now. The swarm's already here. Oh, that was a lot that just popped up right there. We get projectile speed. This is pretty much why you want to always have shield and always have Aegis. Gold gain. Gonna take gold gain here. Base damage upgrade for Executioner is good. There's a nuke over here. Proj count. Let's grab the nuke. I'm gonna go attack speed. Lifesteal again. That's a legendary lifesteal, by the way. We get Chonk Play. Now we've got a lot of lifesteal. We get Moldy Cheese too, so that's some good stuff right there. And we don't have to waste too much time here with Stone Golem, because we've got the DPS to beat him down. Let's just keep trying to grab shrines here. Extra jumps, gotta do it. Yeah, we'll get 1 key. Wow, these are all real not helpful. I love the new ability. See charge shrines on the map. Just a simple icon change. Changed all that. The Fog of War, by the way. Looks like we've missed a lot over on the northeast side, but we're not gonna have enough time, I don't think. XP gain here. The wrench. And we've not found the boss portal yet, and that could be where the Fog of War is missing. Oh, no, it's over here. It's in the corner. Wait, this is the corner that we haven't gone to yet. Yeah, I knew that. Don't listen to me. Another atom bomb here. Yeah, we're really lacking some damage scaling here. You get Stone Golem out of here. Tired of seeing him. Base damage upgrade for Executioner is great. I guess sniper rifle. Okay, so down goes Stone Golem, although he's still getting attacks off somehow. Let's go summon Chad Bark now. Base damage upgrade for Fire Staff. And this one's gonna be, I don't know, I'm not feeling good about this one. Oh wait, we don't have, there's not a boss. What am I talking about? Oh well. Flustered right now. But yeah, I mean, you know, having our luck currently is at 255. Yeah, our damage scaling is is awful right now. I mean, it's not even awful, it's non-existent here. See, our base damage with the fireball is barely even touching Darth Vader. So not what I would say is the greatest run of all time. Far from it. It's not even close to my best Fox run of all time. But you get to see exactly where the strengths lie, and that's of course not having to need the luck tome. I think if I had to do this run over again, I would probably just X-nay on the quantity tome, the projectiles. You still want attack speed regardless, and I would either go for the damage tome, or go for. I mean, we're not really doing size here, so size would not be important. I will say though that I wouldn't take the sniper rifle. I think sniper rifle is still. I'd love to see it work, but without the crit damage, it just doesn't quite work for me. Having Flamewalker would have been just tremendously more important than sniper rifle here. Although I do think the sniper rifle can work if you have enough crit and enough crit damage. The sniper rifle can be really, really, really powerful. I've seen some really powerful bush runs. But me personally, I have not really seen that much success with the sniper rifle. So, and this is going to take a long time. And we even have the, I mean, he is cursed, but the curse doesn't seem to be really hitting his HP all that well. Always be bunny hopping. We finally got through phase 1. Fireball definitely our weakest link here. Sniper rifle's back, and as you can see, it's not doing that much work here. Now, obviously, we had a lot of time to farm. Over a minute left, almost, of just farming. But you know, would that have made more scaling opportunities arise? Who knows? It could have been just nothing but tome upgrades. So, and with the Chaos Tome. Honestly, with Chaos Tome, I'm kind of mid on it. The RNG really does seem to not play into the damage scaling a whole lot. Very rarely will you ever see plus crit damage or anything like that. It's usually stuff like silver gain and gold gain and power up chance and that sort of thing. And that can be kind of disappointing, especially considering that it's taking up a tome slot. So I'm a little bit mid on Chaos Tome, especially given the fact of how difficult it is to unlock. I wish that it did more. And this is after, of course, the 50% buff that it got on the last patch, not this previous one, but the one before it. So I'm still underwhelmed with the Chaos Tome. If you get just God RNG and you're not Sinvicta, and you don't have to worry about Sinvicta luck, then I'm sure you probably love it. But for me personally, I've not really seen just balling out of control runs. When every single time I take the Chaos Tome, it usually gives me stats 9 out of 10 times that just don't matter. Aegis is going to be our third weapon, which sucks because we're going to have to do this one more time here. And I honestly don't know if we're even going to beat Darth Vader before the final swarm. This is some poverty damage right now that we've got. But at least this is good practice. I mean, it's always good to get a run in that you get to the final boss, so you can at least try to learn new techniques to evade the balls, new techniques to get to beacons faster, while trying to avoid all the crazy attacks, of course. and seeing all those mega crits, but they're hitting like wet noodles. I mean, our crit damage is currently 2x, which is very bad. Very, very bad for crit damage. You want that up to like at least 100 times. Okay. Oh, that was cool. So it spawned the boss on top of us. That's a new one. So we lost one of our hourglasses, but it did freeze the world, so that made that pylon pretty easy, although for some reason the balls are still attacking. Get Aegis back, so at least we can avoid some of that damage. Howard's Cloak giving us a ton of movement speed. What is our lifesteal? Lifesteal 48% is not bad. We got one more phase to go, and with only 3 minutes and 50 seconds left, I don't know if we're going to make it. It would be nice if the mini bosses actually dropped loot here. I think that would make it a little bit more interesting. As it stands right now, the mini bosses in this level or in this encounter are just there for life leech, essentially. Assuming you don't get hit by the red ball. I'd be surprised if we actually win this one. I'm not going to stay for the final swarm. There's just no point. We're barely above 11,000, not even 12,000 kills for an entire run, which is real low. I hope that one day in Mega Bonk, I do hope that the weapon meta changes. It gets real boring to me to just have to, like, there's weapons you have to take. You have to take Aegis. You have to take the Executioner, and then you have a free option for the other weapon other than your base weapon. That's it. Most people pick Katana, so to me it still feels too samey. I think that when Venedad ends up fixing balancing issues and game bugs and that sort of thing, I really hope that he does do just a full pass on weapons and looks at the more underperforming ones, maybe the less exciting ones, and we get some major weapon overhaul. Because if everyone's, as I said in the patch notes video, if everyone's going for the same weapons, just like going for the same character, then there's a problem. If 90% or more of the player base is going for the same build over and over and over again, and these are all like unrelated players and stuff, then obviously there's a balancing problem. There are weapons that are just simply too good to not take. Or in this case, Aegis is a must-have. You must have it. Now, of course, that is not all-encompassing. Depending on the character you pick, that can determine the outcome of which weapons you take. Obviously, like Birdo, you're going to take Firewalker, but that again, that's just another example. With Birdo, you pretty much have to take Firewalker if you want to utilize his passives to the best of your ability. Which means that you're starting off a build with Flamewalker and also Tornado. Not great. I do think that Tornado also pretty much would help out a lot. If we could get a Tornado buff, if it did stuff like actually suck in the mobs and deal damage over time, or maybe it grabs XP shards and damages them with Shattered Knowledge, I think that'd be cool. Just stuff like that, I would like to see just a little bit more balance into. But again, the game obviously is still brand new. I have full faith in Venedad and his balancing abilities, because he's done a phenomenal job at taking the game and changing it for the better. Each and every patch, the game gets better. So there we go, new record. I don't know how that's a new record, but okay, sure. Yeah, this was not a great run. Although Cursed Doll did do more damage than anything else, including poison. Level 3 Cursed Doll did 30 million damage, so it was our highest DPS by far. So yeah, and Sniper Rifle was actually below Fire Staff, and that's sad. So I think Sniper Rifle is pretty meh on that one. But hey, we got to run and we got to win, and I'll take it. So let me know your thoughts down below, everybody. How you feel about the new patch. The next video I'm probably going to end up doing will be, I think you know who's coming up, because we got to see our boy. We got to try out the new flex. Gain 2.5% damage when flexing. This is going to be crazy. So thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and supporting my channel, as well as watching the Mega Bonk series. And of course, if you're new here, you got here by way of the For You page or the recommended tab on YouTube, then please consider subscribing if you enjoy my content, or don't. It's up to you. You can just freely watch and not subscribe. It's totally your right. But if you do want to support my channel, we'd love to have you here in the Mosh Pit. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody.